Okay, Chris Johnson again, broker owner of Core Realtors. I've got some questions for these fine people around the table, and I'll kind of pop away here, and then we'll conclude with kind of a free form where each one of us can ask the other one a question. So I'm gonna ask Dave, the lender, the question. Dave, how long does it take to get pre-approved?
Pre-approval process is a function of how soon do you get the information to me. Once we have that, we run it through an automated underwriting system, and that can be done in a day. Doesn't take long at all. Sometimes if it's a lot of tax returns and things, I need a little extra time to do the analysis.
Okay, so a week?
Relatively quick.
Call it a week, maybe?
Call it a week, but I do my best to do it sooner.
Okay, great. Okay, so another question that comes to my mind here is, Garrett, you know, what are people doing when they search for real estate? How do they really search? Are you giving them everything? Are they online doing what they're doing? What do you see?
Yeah, it's definitely a collaborative effort where folks are sending me stuff. Hey, I found this on Zillow or Trulia or Redfin, and I'm taking that, seeing it, and also going through the RMLS, our multiple listing service, and pushing them out an email saying, here's everything similar to that, here's everything on the market in the areas that we talked about. So it's both, and we're working both together on, they're sending me stuff, I'm sending them stuff, and then we'll work together to go out and do the look for homes.
Okay, that's a good point. So I want everybody to know that's watching the video here, it's a collaborative effort. The data is aggregated all over the web nowadays, and so it's broker and client working together. It's not a race to see who finds it first, but it's the collaboration to find it, okay? So Ellen, the sale agreements, at the end of the day, it's about 20 pages long with all the forms and everything.
Right.
What's the one thing that people struggle the most with, in your opinion?
I think it's the price. I think it's getting the price right and looking at the market and seeing what their capability is based on their pre-approval, based on any extra money they may have.
Okay. Now that leads me to another question, and I want the viewers to understand that when you have a sale agreement, is an actual contract with date-sensitive time periods in it. And so the question for Ellen is, again, when you have a buyer that needs to sign something by a given date, you need them to go specifically and prudently through it, right?
Well, right. We'll definitely walk through the whole sales agreement. And sometimes I'll just email you a blank sales agreement so you could look at it in advance. Because it is long, and but it's very detailed. And then we'll DocuSign the agreement to you once it's filled out, and it takes about 1 second to sign.
Okay. Now, question for Dave. Dave, what's the one thing, if you could put your fingers on, that the buyers struggle with? What's the one thing where you're like, gosh, I've been doing this 20 years and I have to ask this thing over and over again? Is there one or two things that people, don't get, don't do, need to do, should do quicker?
The simplest thing is I need all pages of documents. Sometimes folks will send me just the first page or the first 2 pages of their 1040s, and maybe the first page of their tax return. Then I have to come back and ask them for it time and again. And frankly, the clients get irritated, and then they think, well, the process takes so long. But it's really all the documents, all the pages. And I wanted to say one other thing relative to one of Ellen's comments is, when I pre-approve you, I'm going to look to create an envelope. The highest amount that you can be pre-approved for at a higher rate than is today's rate. And the reason I do that is from today until the time that you lock a loan, the rates may go up. And frankly, most people who come to me want to be approved for, let's say, $300,000, and that's a comfortable amount to them and looks right. And then when they get out in the market, they find that it's a $325,000 or a $350,000 house that they need to qualify for. So to keep us from going back and forth all the time, I'm going to try to get them qualified for the maximum $350,000, $360,000, whatever it is. If today's rates are, let's say, 4%, I'm going to look to qualify them at 4.5% to try to help you guys know that, yeah, they have an envelope here, work within that.
All right, that's good. Okay, I want to go back down around the table here and tell you who's all been sitting here with us. We have David Lavovitz, lender, Ellen Bick, broker, Garrett Brown, broker, Chris Johnson, broker. Thank you for spending time with us. We are gonna do one more video that you can click on that will be a roundtable discussion amongst all of us, where we're gonna just freeform some questions and comments and maybe share a little insight as to what happens in real estate transactions. Thanks and have a great day.